Hi. What's going on? Yeah. I'm making skate related content. So I think, as I mentioned in my last video, the Santa Cruz, the second unboxing, I talked a little bit about coming up on a deal on some minilogo trucks. Showed them off a little bit. Yeah, there they are. It's the 875. But yeah, I popped up on these just kind of randomly. They were cheap, 30 bucks a set. I bought 2 sets. I also got the black. There's the black hanger. Which looks pretty cool. Looks, solid in a sense. Got that little star on there, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, 30 bucks a set, so 60 for 2 pairs, which was a pretty good deal. Seen some information on YouTube about the truck. Didn't really take the deep dive or anything like that. That wasn't part of my mission to watch people review or talk about it. I just wanted to get like a basic idea of what I had gotten into, and most everybody who has messed with them had a positive review of them or a positive take on them. I heard some people say that they were a little lackluster in the turning, but nobody said that they weren't durable, or nobody said that they weren't a halfway decent truck that you could put on your skateboard and go out and ride. But I didn't buy them so that I could do reviews of them. I mean, that information is going to be part of kind of the experiment I'm doing, but I bought them with the idea that I would create or take a couple of boards that I have, refresh them in a sense, and make them complete in the POW mini logo sense. So basically all the parts that I have are coming out of that POW Peralta ecosystem. And the first board I'm going to refresh is the Skull and Sword. This is on the Giga shape too, by the way, which is a cool shape. It's one of my favorite boards. I haven't been riding this one that much, but right now currently it's got indies on it. It's got the POW soft slides. Those are the 56. They've got a couple months on them, not too much. These are stage 10 indies, so these are a little bit older. They've got some miles on them, but they're still in really good shape. But yeah, I got these, and I kind of had the idea that I wanted to make something from the top down that was POW Peralta and mini logo. And I'm going to pull these indies off of here, and I'm going to drop these silver ones on the Skull and Sword. Obviously, I'm going to put the POW 56 soft slides back on there. Probably do a 3/8 inch rise. And we'll see how that goes. So I'm excited for that. And as for the black ones, I'm going to put them on this Steve Stedham that I have. And this is another one. I got this the same year as I got the Skull and Sword, so these are probably about 5 years old now. And it's amazing how well they've held up. This is what happens when you have an insane skateboard collection, that your skateboards tend to last a lot longer when you have ones that you take out, like once a month, but skate like 4 times a month. But yeah, this has tracker access on it. These are the tracker access that I actually put on the rat face, the Dogtown rat face, when I built it last year. They're a good truck. I don't know, maybe I could talk about it at another time. I had trackers when I was younger, probably in the 80, 87, 88, when I was like 11 years old. But that was back when it was like a system truck. It had the lapper and the copers and everything, You could take your elephant skate key and take your wheels off and like put all the parts on, and it was pretty cool actually to do all of that. It was just something that you could, as a kid, could, work on your fine motor skills, pulling apart your board and putting it back together and putting all the parts back on it, which was kind of cool. It's like building a model in a sense, but it was an interactive thing afterwards. But yeah, so I'm going to put these on One's with the black hanger on there. And these trucks actually, in one of the reviews I noticed that talked about, and then I actually went to minilogo's website, they actually have tech to them where the hanger is actually sloped down into the wheels, so it supposedly helps you lock onto grinds and do different things like that. Now, I'm not exactly the grindiest grinder out there. I do like to throw out a backside trucker every once in a while, maybe a backside stall. I'll do a little backside pivot as well. You know, I'm a backside guy. I'm a fan of the backside grind. So yeah, I'm looking forward to experiencing that. I don't know if it's going to be something so stand out that I have to, you know, talk about it later on, but I thought I would add it in here. So my plan again is to make 2 boards that are completely in the PAL ecosystem. The Steve Stedham will get the black hangered minilogo 875s. It'll have the 50, these are the 59 soft slides. Gonna do a 1/2 inch rise, which is kind of already in there. And on the Gigod skull and sword, I'm going to put the silver 875 mini logos in there. I'm going to leave the bushings in there too, just to see how they do. I have these Bones mediums, which I might slap in there if I feel like these don't perform well, but I want to see what they feel like off the jump, you know, just to try them out and see how they go. But these are the 56, so it's going to be a smaller wheel on this particular setup, and it's going to be a 3/8 inch rise instead of the 1/2 inch rise on this one. So there'll be a couple of different kind of performance options, and I think that the differences will be finite again. You know, it won't be a huge, massive difference to how each of the trucks performs, but maybe one will outperform the other. Who knows? And then I can pass that information on, you know, or I could write it in a journal that I'll attempt to sell later on eBay. My journal of mini logo trucks. But yeah, I'm stoked. PAL ecosystem. That's like newspeak, ecosystem. It sounds technologically advanced, but also de-evolutionary. There's a lot of noise out there. My neighbor's having a party. I don't know, what time is it? Yeah, usually about 10:30. Like, the squalling, or not squalling, but the girls tend to start disappearing, and then it becomes like a heavy bro down up there. I partied with me and one of my buddies actually from Virginia, Brian Brown. We went up there one time. Yeah, he called one of the dudes a pee-pee sniffer, and yeah, I haven't been invited back since. So, but yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, mini logo trucks, PAL Peralta boards, PAL Peralta wheels, soft slides. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be a sick setup. If anything comes of it, that's really cool. I'll let you know. If the trucks are like the greatest thing ever, which I don't know if they're gonna be greater than the Indies, but it's worth a shot just to see how it goes. And again, the price was nice. So yeah, I'll let you guys know. It's not gonna be a review of anything, but it's just gonna be passing along information. You know, I feel guilty sometimes when I think about that. I don't know that I need to add my voice to the space. But maybe I do. Maybe it's my time to start doing product reviews. But yeah, I'm going to do a time lapse on me switching these things out, throw out a beat. Should be exciting. Just made a new one. So I'll probably drop that in there, and then I'll come back after I make the switch, and I'll talk about how everything turned out, and hopefully that will be rad, and you know, it'll make you want to like stick around. So All right, so yeah, that wraps it up. The transformation is complete, and I gotta be honest, I'm stoked. I like how the trucks came out. I like the red riser too. Way to go, man. Yeah, it seems fairly, there's a big shadow there. There's shadows in life though, babe. They seem fairly decent. I mean, they went on really well. Obviously that's not that difficult to do, but you know, the flex and the bushing from standing on it off camera and pushing on it here on camera feels pretty good, although the white does indicate it's probably a very soft bushing, so we'll have to see. But I do like a loose truck. I like a turny truck. I'm not hella loose by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, all right, pretty loose, yeah. No, it looks good. The whole thing looks tight. I mean, not that it didn't look good with the indies on it, but you know, the polished look of the mini logo looks good. Obviously the red riser kind of completes that kind of look. That indie sticker that says built to grind feels oddly out of place now, but oh well. So yeah, as far as the skull and sword is concerned, that came out really nice. Looking forward to trying these out. I think it fits the board well. Seems to profile really well. Doesn't stick out too far or anything. So yeah, it seems to be based and pretty strong. And again, that's a 3/8 inch rise on that. So yeah, see how that goes. The Stedham, this one actually, the bushing on this one feels firmer. I don't know if that's the case. They're both white. Both fairly translucent, but even like just slightly pushing on this one, it feels incredibly softer. So I'm not sure if the Duro's different on these, but it doesn't feel bad. It feels snappy and it rebounds well standing on it off camera, pushing on it on camera. But the look, again, kind of that gloss black hanger. Everything lines up really well. Again, this is a 1/2 inch rise, so it's a little bit bigger to accommodate the soft slide at a 59. But yeah, that kind of gives you an idea. But you know, this versus the tracker, based on the look, I like the silver base plate. It looks good. You know, we'll have to see how it performs. Obviously, looks are one thing when you're on camera and in the house, but you know, they don't do much for you once you get out on the concrete. But yeah, no, this, like I said, this bushing definitely feels stiffer in this truck with the black hanger. I don't know if that's the case, if it's different. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll look into it, but I probably won't because I'm not going to put that much more thought into this aside from riding it. So yeah, experiment. First part going together, looks, the way it feels, all positive. So stoked on that part of it. Yeah, performance will be the next step. Again, like I said, that's all finite. It goes to my ability to ride the truck, but yeah, you can definitely see, and I don't know, I can definitely see, I don't know how much you can see there, but you can see how the hanger turns into the wheel. So I'm interested about that now. It's kind of caught my eye. You know, it's visually there, so I have a better idea that it does exist, which is rad, man. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. See how that snake oil adds to the grindability of the particulars in the truck or whatever. But yeah, check it out for sure. I'll check it out. Mini logos added to the POW boards, the Stedham, the skull and sword, the soft slide wheels. Those are both exciting 56s and 59s respectively. So yeah, hopefully it works out well, and hopefully they both maintain their serviceability and their rideability, and obviously the mini logos do well. That's my hope, and if they don't, I'll let you know. If they do, I'll let you know. But yeah, I hope the video was cool. I hope it wasn't too cringy, although I feel like it probably was. Even though we're in September, it is hot in my attic and I'm probably sweating. My eyes are probably slightly bugged out, so it looks like I've been doing some sort of drugs, but I promise you that I have not. Although I did sniff some. No, I didn't. So yeah, thanks for checking it out, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.